Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Decorative Survival. So, in the last episode I toured around my world, and that was probably, by the time this video comes out, quite a little while ago. So it doesn't... I've actually updated, and as you can see, now it doesn't keep your FOV effects while you fly, which is very odd. So I'm going to be finishing off random projects that I appear to have forgotten about every so often, and probably the most noticeable one of those is just over here with this landscape, which I have not finished and I probably want to finish. So yeah, I will get started on that, and I'm gonna then be back. Alright, so in the start of this time lapse I decided that I wanted to put some extra bits on this to make it look slightly less flat and fit better into the top bit of the hill, so I decided to do that. And of course then I began working on the top sections. Different bits were kind of finished because the hill came out further at those points. And yeah, I just tried to blend this into the top of the hill because I didn't really want a massive mountainside. That's kind of different from the other side of the river. But I think it's probably fine like this, although I may want to add some grass onto some bits of it at some point. I'm not sure, I think I did some of it in the later section of this time-lapse, but I definitely didn't do very much in the earlier sections. And yeah, mostly I just filled in stuff. I had to get quite a lot of dirt for this. And yeah, that's the end of this time-lapse. Alright, so I'm back, and as you can see over here, I have finished the hill. If you're wondering why I'm over here, it's because the next thing I plan to do is a field over there, and unfortunately, I forgot to record the time-lapse, or parts of the time-lapse for it. So instead I'm going to set off two things. I'm going to build that field, and then afterwards I'm going to build some stuff down by the docks, both of which are conveniently concealed to hide the fact that I've already done both of them. So yeah, I'm going to get into that time lapse and then I will be right back. Alright, so this is a slightly broken time lapse. Well, there's a couple of different segments of this, but I'm probably, because I've already explained that, I am instead going to talk about the new snapshot that came out, which sounds interesting. Well, the new two snapshots. I've tried out the first one, but not the latest one. So there have been a few snapshots recently that have added things like leaf piles and wildflowers, which I've tried out, and I believe there was a recent one which I haven't tried out that adds some new bushes, which I also thought was interesting. I've seen the bushes and they look very different from what most modded bushes look like. I'm not entirely sure whether I'm going to use them in this series, or I don't even know when the update will come out, so we'll see. I might use them or something. Right, so I'm back, and if I fly a little bit over here, as you can see, there is the field that I was mentioning previously, and over here is the two little things that I built here, the small house and a little preparation area thing. I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of a covered probably preparation style area, getting any useful things off the fish, maybe. Off fish, I'm not sure. Possibly removing hooks and stuff like that, due to them being probably quite valuable and not wanting to be sold. I'm not entirely sure whether they did actually use hooks at the time period that this is set in, but it's going to be something like that. Yeah, that's also going to wrap up this video. It may be slightly short, I'm not entirely sure, but I've actually been away for most of this, so it's kind of recorded at 2 large intervals of time. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, goodbye.